Rolling here. Hey guys, good morning. 1 second, we're just getting a couple things set up today. Today I'm with Mr. Dwight Christie from Green Door Health and Wellness, and he's got a lot of fun information to share with us today. Just give me 1 second, having a couple technical difficulties this morning. So 1 moment. Dwight, welcome. Thanks for joining me today.
You're very welcome. Yes.
So you guys, Dwight's a certified holistic nutritionalist and health coach. He's been doing this for quite some time. His passion, Dwight, your passion is because of wanting your health to be better, and through nutrition and exercise and better sleep, it's given you the passion to help others in their quest for better health. And, you know, what you've told me is there's no better feeling than the feeling of being healthy. And you really love helping men and women and families feel healthy and happy. And, you know, because of your experience, there's a whole new world opening with new research and development in the field that you're in the holistic health and development. And so you're really excited for this movement because of your experience. Correct?
Absolutely. That's correct.
That's awesome. And you have an amazing passion for this. So I'm excited to be on here with you today and learn more about you and Green Door, how you help people, what problems you help them solve, and just really get to know you some more. I'm going to get this set up. I had so many glitches this morning. I apologize. So Dwight, tell me about Green Door. How'd you come up with that?
I came up with that because green is kind of eco-friendly as well as healthy. And my wife said, well, why don't you make that Green Door as an opening to people's health? So that's how we came up with Green Door Health and Wellness.
I think that's brilliant. So Dwight, tell me who your ideal customer would be.
The ideal customers that I usually find are going to be the ones who are so overweight that they have knee pain and knee problems and can't be operated on because they are overweight, and they can come to me and get all their weight taken care of and probably won't need surgery on their knees after that is taken care of. With knees, your weight adds 5 pounds for every pound of weight you have, 5 pounds of pressure on your knees. And that's why a lot of people have those knee problems that are overweight.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Yes.
So in that, what's a real challenge that those people face?
The challenge is that they usually face, a lot of other problems like diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and they're on pain meds as well as diabetic meds. And the key is I've encompassed CBD products in with these health ideas because we want people to be out of pain. We don't want them, fighting pain, to do a little exercise and to eat properly to start losing that weight, and the other holistic ideas that I focus on. So yes, that's the challenge, is number one, getting them to see that if we can relieve some of the pain and get them through that, then they're more focused on the rest and are able to see a path to change their lifestyle a little bit. I've worked with a couple of people now where they have just been so happy with the results and the fact that they could not get the surgery because they didn't need it. And then, they pretty well have stayed with the new plan to eat properly and get off the good old American diet.
Wow. So your clients that have been experiencing these challenges, have they expressed to you how this has made them feel when they're going through that pain?
Absolutely. They sure have. One of them gave me the idea to use an equation that less pain equals greater mobility equals greater weight loss. And it's really been, one of them had knee problems, same situation, could not get surgery. I was able to get them out of most of their pain within about a month, and they went on to lose the weight and then didn't need the surgery.
So it sounds to me like people that before they've met you and went through this process, it sounded like it was pretty frustrating not being very mobile and agile. It had to feel extremely painful. And so through going through some suggestions, working with you, it seems like it's really been able to free them up to start to begin to feel more alive and well.
Absolutely.
Does that sound accurate?
That's very accurate. Very accurate.
So what kind of an experience would your clients start to have?
The experience they would have would be that they're able to do more than they could. For instance, working with a gentleman who's a general contractor, and it's hard for him to just walk around a job site. And now he's able to walk more freely around that job site and not feel that pain. He's lost a fair amount of weight already. He's still got a bit to go, but I talked to him the other day on a Zoom call, and he had the biggest smile on his face so far for what we've done.
So they're starting to experience more freedom, probably gets more work done, and is feeling a little more active, and even probably feels helpful on the job site instead of maybe not so much being helpful because he was so immobile. So that's an amazing thing that they could look forward to. I'm imagining that anyway.
Yeah. Well, the other thing was that he said he's able to do more with his children after he gets home from work. His kids are older, but he's said it's been get home from work, eat dinner, and collapse. And now he's able to do a little more.
That's totally priceless. Wow. So, Dwight, you've been doing this for 10 years, for quite some time. Have you had an experience? Tell us a little bit about your experience and what you went through that led you to this path that you're on now.
For sure. When I was in financial services, which was a very stressful industry to be in, and so my health had deteriorated to a bad situation with very high blood pressure. I was overweight, but not to the point where my knees were hurting or having anything like that. I've learned that later on as I've studied this for over 10 years, but I was able to bring my blood pressure down to very normal ranges, and I've done it without medication. And so I know that it can be done, and I know it can be done with good nutrition, and I know that it can be done with just change of lifestyle. That's not hard to do. Change of lifestyle is just a change of habit. And
sure, absolutely. So So Dwight, what are the 2 or 3 things that a person could do to get started, or what are the 2 or 3 things you do with a new client to get them on this path of better health and wellness?
I make sure when I talk to them first and give them that consultation to see if they fit into my program and they're willing. So I start with a question of, do you have a partner? Do you have someone who can have your back, who can go along with you and make sure, either do the same thing or make sure you're doing it? And it's usually a loved one, like a wife or a husband, that can be there and be a part of the equation. And we make it a team effort. And then I consult and find out what it is they're willing to do. And I make sure that they understand that if they continue on the same path, that they may face a very limited life because of it.
Right.
And a limited, lifestyle that they like.
Absolutely.
And we sit down together, or we do a Zoom call in this case with the COVID situation, and we find out just exactly where all this fits in, what they're currently eating as a diet, what their real go-to foods are, especially when we have a case where we're looking at people to lose weight. With food, you can be as addicted to food as you can be to other things in life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And so I find ways to show them that you can become unaddicted. And I use, believe it or not, CBD for that, to aid in this weight loss, because CBD has been shown time and time again in the last 2 years to be very, very useful in addiction control and relief.
Wow. That's something I didn't know about CBD. So elaborate a little bit more on the benefits of a good CBD product, because there's CBD that ranges from all over the board, right?
Correct.
So give me the benefits, or share the benefits with us today about a really good CBD product and what makes them different.
Okay, sure. Really good. First off, I want to let you know that there's a lot of fake CBD out there. This is an unregulated new product. When I say new, it's because hemp was only allowed to be grown by federal law 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Again, it was outlawed in the 30s. And so we've had this long span where we don't know what the medicinal help that CBD is. And so the very best for addiction control and for calming is the drops, or the liquid oil, the hemp oil, which we call CBD. And it comes, I prefer to use right around 500 milligrams. There's a lot of products out there that claim, thousands of milligrams. Those are usually fake. Mine, I can go up to 1,000 milligrams, but I won't go any higher because you don't need it. And then that one can be used for addiction control, calming. It can even be used for minor aches and pains. Another good one is a cream. Again, around 500 milligrams is usually the best. That's what I will use to help people alleviate pain in the joints, and especially in knees. We use the cream because it'll get to the receptors that are close to the skin, and that makes that quicker and easier to go in and relieve pain in a joint. The rest of the CBD products are blended, and they're blended with known herbs and vitamins that help us in either calming, pain relief again, or sleep. And sleep, it's amazing the way that CBD conjoins with known sleep conducing herbs to really do the job. And the great thing about CBD is there's no side effects, so you don't wake up with that feeling of, a hangover or whatever you want to call it that you might get from over-the-counter products. And so CBD can be used in a lot of ways, and we're finding that some of the components of CBD that you can get from the drops, the full spectrum, are enhanced for pain relief and especially for stress relief or anxiety relief.
Well, that's good to know. A lot of that I didn't know. Some I did know about. So thank you for sharing all your wisdom. Dwight, so your ideal client, somebody with knee trouble, that kind of stuff, what can they expect to happen if they don't do something about it? What kind of effect will it have on their life if they just don't make a change? I'm sure you've had plenty of experiences with that.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of this. What happens is generally somebody who is overweight and experiencing knee problems winds up in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Now their mobility has collapsed quite a bit. And in the case of a general contractor, he's going to have to hire somebody that he trusts to go to the job sites. He either, and whether they take video or what, but it would be a lot tougher on his job. And of course, he would have a tough time with the kids and the family as far as things they may have used to do. And in the case of diabetes, you can even see these people lose a leg at the knee or both legs at the knee because of the diabetes if it continues on and they don't correct their diet.
Wow. And so what I've heard you say in the case of the contractor that actually decided to make a little bit of a change, his life is freed up. He got a little more healthy, got more mobile. He was able to have some more energy. So when he did get home, he could play with his kids and be more active. And it really, from what I'm hearing you say, really changed the course of his life in a huge way.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, it sure has so far. And I tell you, there's nothing better than working with somebody and seeing them with a big smile on their face because they feel better and they feel they can take better control of their health when somebody shows them the right path.
Oh, that's an amazing thing. You guys, so what I've done for you guys here is I put Dwight's contact information down below inside the comments. And if it's not there, it will be there shortly. Let me show you how to connect with Dwight. Feel free to download the YPC app. And once you've done that, you'll be able to, I'm going to show you today how to do that. You'll be able to jump right on over to the directory, and you will be able to connect with Dwight in a few simple ways. So once you're here, you'll find Dwight right here in the directory in the middle. You can search for his name or type in CBD right up here at the top and tap search. You'll find Dwight. Tap on his profile here, and you'll be able to text him, email, call him, get directions to his location, and reach out to him. simply through the YPC app and scanning his QR code that will be in the comments right here as soon as we're done with this interview. So let me stop sharing my screen here, Dwight. So that's a quick, easy way to connect with Dwight. You can get more information about Dwight using the YPC app. He's also located at 332 6th Avenue in Midvale, Utah, and give him a phone call at 385-482-4572. Dwight, I really appreciate what you're doing. I believe the world is in a need of a lot of these alternative health and wellness ways. The old ways are just Band-Aids, in my opinion. And I appreciate what you're doing. And I really appreciate you coming on here with me today and sharing your wisdom with us. If you guys got any questions for Dwight, you can also type them in the comments below here, and he will address those as well. So thanks you guys for tuning in today. Dwight, thanks again for joining me today.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's been my pleasure, and I look forward to helping anybody out there.
Yes, you do. And it's amazing. You're a good man. Thank you, Dwight. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
Okay.